Boom shakalaka, should Bitcoin hit $30,000, a $37,000 Bitcoin would soon ensue. And what do these whales know that we don't? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including a massive inverse head and shoulders. And these whales know something that I think a lot of people don't. Before we get into it, guys, smash that like button. Now, today, fear and greed index 53, up from yesterday's 52 into neutral territory. The overall market up almost 3% today. Bitcoin at 29,210, Ethereum at 1583, BNB at 212, XRP 51 cents, Solana $26, Cardano 24 cents, Dogecoin 5 cents, and Tron 9 cents. And Bitcoin right now continuing to blast up. We have this wick up here right around $30,000. And if you guys follow with me, we have a shoulder right here. We have a head right here. We have another shoulder right here. Should Bitcoin make it to this $30,000 territory, that would put Bitcoin price up this high, which is roughly $37,000. That's a pretty massive inverse head and shoulders. So watch out as price approaches that territory. Right now, we're only about $1,000 away from that area. And this all started with conjecture about SEC approving a Bitcoin spot ETF, which did not happen. It was fake news. But look at the massive spike in the market once this happens. Now, do you think that the SEC is really going to reject every single Bitcoin spot ETF, especially BlackRock? Unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. So once the things actually get approved, imagine what's going to happen for Bitcoin. Not only that, we had the death cross that started last month. Oh no, death cross is really bad, except for when it's on a longer time frame, because when we take a look, all of these death crosses that did not occur in a bear market, all of them, massive rallies ensued right afterwards, which is exactly what happened. Bitcoin right now having another all-time high for hash rate. Now, generally, Bitcoin price follows hash rate. So we have an all-time high for hash rate. Should be seeing an all-time high for price coming in the near future. Could have been the last fake out. You see, when Bitcoin bounces back and forth in these trend channels, eventually it breaks to the downside before having a massive parabolic rally to the next level. Well, same thing. It was in a parabolic channel since 2017, eventually broke to the downside. Could we be in for the next massive rally? I mean, look at these numbers here. Could be unrealistic, but oh my goodness, wouldn't that be awesome? We also have a double bullish MACD for Bitcoin. Not only a bullish cross, but also crossing from the above the zero line at the same time. Now, when this happened back in 2016, look at that massive rally, $300 to $20,000. That was a massive rally for Bitcoin. Could have the same thing happening once again, because with the recent price action, Bitcoin price is above the SMA 20. Now, every time this has happened in the past, Bitcoin went on to new all-time highs before breaking down below again. Right now, finding support above there, suggesting new all-time highs in the works. Also breaking out of a multi-year long downtrend. Now, when this happened back in 2020, that was right before Bitcoin took off. As a matter of fact, in about 2 or 3 months, Bitcoin went from $8,000 to $70,000. Well, the same thing could happen again. Could go from 20,000 to 200,000. It's certainly possible in the next few months. This is the time of year when Bitcoin generally impresses. October, November, December, generally a very strong season for Bitcoin when it's not in a bear market. Now, we have the final straw that breaks the camel's back when it turns to Bitcoin bull markets. When Bitcoin historically crosses the 50 in the log money flow, which is this dotted line right here in the center. Historically, this has marked bull run territory for Bitcoin. We just crossed it once again, suggesting that historically this is bull run territory. Also for altcoins, after they have a downtrend and a long sideways accumulation phase, they come in touch with this long-term trend line right here. Bouncing off that, significant uptrend for Bitcoin and altcoins. Same thing happened again. We had the downtrend, long accumulation phase. Look at this, coming up with this long-term trend line. Once we hit it, could potentially send altcoins to massive new levels, because there are some whales out there that know something that everybody doesn't know. Somebody knows something we don't. Older Bitcoins spike up in activity strangely around the same time every cycle, typically right before Bitcoin puts in its massive run. Do they know something we don't? Yeah, probably. This cycle is no different. In the past few days, you can see this orange spike right here. The average coin age spent has skyrocketed right on schedule. Now, historically, look at this spike right here. This was right before that parabolic rally, or this spike right here, this was right before the parabolic rally. The only other spikes occur at the top when they're pretty much selling. So take a note of the similarity here, maybe just coincidence, but here's a third time's a charm, right before the massive rally. Somebody knows something we don't. Now we have the halving coming up, which generally gets a lot of good press for Bitcoin. And based on the previous 3 time to halving, well, take a look at this. Could put Bitcoin in the $65,000 to $186,000 range by the time of halving, or with a lesser angle, because this is 54, 49, 38. Well, right around $40,000 is my bet on the Bitcoin price at the halving. But not long after the halving, price gains based on the first cycle. Take a look at this. This wick down, measured to the top. We can repeat that from this wick down, measured to that top. From this wick down, measured to that top. Well, from this wick down, measured to the top, would be $233,000 for Bitcoin. Could happen unexpectedly in the next few months, but it may take a little bit longer. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.